extremely low of Gav.
Yep. What I said. Did you just Desmond the Moon Bear again?
Yeah, but it's slightly more sensible this time.
I noticed apparently that my lights got turned up, so I'm just going to dim that down a little bit.
Oh, don't you like being blind?
Well, I mean, I'm not a fan of it personally, no.
Oh. How peculiar.
This is also where, if I had one, I would be putting the intro video. But
yeah, still having trouble with that.
I really need to work on that, or get somebody else who's actually good at doing things to work on that.
Good at doing things, or just reliable at doing said things?
I mean, they're largely the same.
Okay.
After a fashion. Hello and welcome to this Minecraft Mondays. My name is John and I am joined by Sian.
Hey!
That's Sian.
Tis.
I'm not lying. It's definitely a Sian.
I exist.
You are validated. And we are back on the Minecraft server playing Minecraft
On a Monday.
On a Monday. We're really working the whole thing there together. I logged in and things weren't working, because apparently that's a common state of affairs.
Yeah, we seem to be good at that.
We don't play for a while, and then things gum up, and then I have to come back and fix them, and Sian runs off and starts building stuff, because Sian's a builder and I'm the fixer.
Because I get distracted easily.
And so Sian is off randomly spouting numbers that apparently mean things to...
Only me.
I don't actually know what she's building, so I should probably go and work that out at some point too.
Yeah.
And I have upgraded our computer system somewhat, because it was getting a little bit low on their storage. And so I've chucked in one 64k storage, and I've looked at the 64k storage part and thought, that's good, but there could be more numbers. And so one up from a 64k storage is a 256k storage. And so I'm just currently waiting for 36 improved processors to process, and it will create the three 64k storages that then go together to make the 256k storage part. And then we get a really, really big disk drive. We shove that in the computer disk. And then hopefully for a little while, we won't gum it up. The follow-up to that is also we should then be able to empty the 16k storages that are down there onto both it and the 64k, upgrade everything to 256k, have a ton of storage.
A shush ton?
A shush ton. But then also, there are still 2 or 3 tiers of storage above the 256k, because this baby goes up to 16 something.
Numbers!
16,384k. Because that's a reasonable amount of storage.
Because that's all that we need, sort of. Maybe.
Well, the thing is,
Probably not.
Probably not. The thing is, we can just get 8 times that. Which is a lot more storage, because that's one disk drive. And then, if we ever find ourselves needing more than that, we just make another disk drive.
Yeah.
So largely, it's not going to be a problem for a little while. We had 80k of stuff in 145k of space. I've now shoved the new disk drive in there. We're up to 401k.
Nice.
So we're doing pretty good for space right now. Like, what we should also work out is what stuff is overflowing up in these drawers that is then just being put into the system as backup stuff, and what stuff is actually being dealt with by our computer system, and also noticing things like those infinite storage boosters that I think come from killing Endermen. We're just getting a buttload of them, and like maybe work out what we're actually meant to do with those.
Yeah.
But
what
hey,
why.
That's
for later.
That's a later problem. My plan for today was to do some magic stuff, because we've been doing tech mods for a little while. And I feel that we should maybe work on some magic things. I don't know how you feel about that.
As in what kind of magic-y stuff?
I'm open to which flavour of magic to explore.
Magic that you've corrupted the world previously with, or is there new untold magic?
Well, I was considering magic with which I was corrupting the world previously, but there are new and untold, well, not untold, there are definitely new forms of magic, so in this...
I mean, maybe before you decide which one you should be doing, you should come and see what I'm doing.
I mean, that sounds a reasonable plan.
That might help make some partial decisions on things.
I'm seeing your name on the map.
That's a good start.
So that will help me to locate where you are. I'm going to avoid that very obvious lava spill there. Where
I'm going to call that lava Larry.
Larry the lava!
Yeah.
I didn't fall into Larry, so that's fine.
That's a positive.
I did fall into a little bit of a hole in the ground, so it's somewhat slowing my progress.
Yeah, you really need to get this magical jump thing that I've got going on.
Well, I mean, that's definitely something that I could be doing were I to start tearing the world apart with my magical...
the world asunder.
Yes. Hello.
So, welcome to the starts of your new magic-y place.
Ooh, fancy.
You're welcome to start filling it with all of the shiz that you took out previously, if you wish.
Well, I mean, that is definitely something that I should look into doing, hopefully in a way that doesn't just immediately corrupt the environment and cause the end of times. I feel that would be a bonus.
Yeah, and might be a smart way to start your newest venture into something you've been venturing in previously. Not even a sentence.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll count it as one, definitely. So is this going to go up from here, or is this...
That's the floor you're working on. It will go higher. I want to do one of those roofs that goes quite flat on the outside and goes really steep and peaked in the middle. You know, like flare on a trumpet.
So sort of wizard hat.
Yeah, but like more curved than that. Like wizard hats tend to be quite flat in my brain. But you know, like on a trumpet.
Okay.
And
like a wizard who has put a trumpet on his head.
Yeah, one of those.
Definitely says wizard on.
Yes, for definite. Yeah,
that's a book reference that some people might get.
I feel like I've heard it somewhere, but the brain cells just are putting 3 and 3 together and literally not getting anything.
It's a Discworld reference.
That's probably why it's gappy.
Rincewind is a wizard. Well, he isn't. Rincewind is a wizard, in theory, who has wizard written on his hat with a double Z because he can spell.
That sounds like Brian in Igor. He's a brain in a jar. who couldn't figure out how to write his own name on said jar.
That explains a lot. I mean,
So
also
he's known as Brian.
also on the Discworld, they of course have, I can't remember the character name, but the dyslexic chicken that says Dockaloodle Fod.
Nice.
And various other Fockaloodle Cod, I think, comes up at one point. I think
That
that's
sounds
Reaper
like my
Man.
kind of. That sounds like my kind of chicken.
So I'm going to look at what forms of magic are open to us,
Yes.
and then we can decide whereupon we wish to venture, whether it be a return to Thaum or something new and untested. So we've
The computer's just slowly making me brick stairs.
So we've got Britannia, which we played with a little bit on the old server, which is plant-based magics.
Oh yeah, that one.
We do have all the fun of blood magic,
Ooh.
which is dark and evil and sorcerous, and involves sacrifices.
Interesting. Slightly impractical to get sacrifices up to this tower, but we can figure it out, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, there are two ways to sacrifice at the start, or when you get into blood magic, there's largely one source of blood that's readily available to you.
Is that the kind that's replenished by eating pizzas?
That is the kind that is replenished by eating pizzas, and I'm looking at two sources of it that are up on this tower at the moment.
Fair. What kind of space does that take up?
That has an altar.
I was going to say, lots of these ones have, like, altar-y type things, don't they?
This has a blood altar. And I'm going to look up the space requirements for it now, because there isn't... Oh, there is a book. I'm going to go make the book.
The book.
The book.
I'm trying to be good and stop things from spawning on this. I'm using the roof quicker than we can produce it.
So for a book and a feather and a piece of glass, I have now made the Sanguine Scientum.
Cool.
The blood altar is one of the most central devices in the mod. There are two main uses for the altar, either crafting certain items essential for progressing through the mod, or filling up one's blood orb.
No, nighttime.
I thought this told me how to... Do you not tell me how to actually make the altar bigger? You tell me how to make the rune. As you go through the mod, you'll slowly learn that the humble blood order before you is not powerful enough for you to fulfill your true ambitions. Oh! It's the other thing. Oh, and it's nighttime. Do you want me to nap?
If you could, that would be appreciated. Yes.
I need to make an Inspectorus.
What the smurf is going on here?
Oh, I need a blood altar for that. So let's make a blood altar. Is just a typical thing that I just said.
Yep. Casual blood altar Mondays.
Okay, so I need a sentient weapon.
Sentient?
Or a snare.
Oh, that's where I ballsed that bit up.
So I'm going to make a couple of snares. And then I'm going to go a-hunting.
Couple of snares.
Well, I just threw a snare at a wall. Gonna make another set of snares.
Right.
Here, creatures of the night. It's daytime. Oh, there you'll do.
Yeah, maybe sleeping through the night wasn't the best shout.
Well, that didn't work.
No. I've done this bit of roof right. I'm having
Hey,
real
Enderman,
like...
piss off.
Ah, that's where I was missing it. And there.
Come back inside and there's an Enderman stood at the computer. Like he owns the place.
He thinks he's people. Stupid Enderman. You're not people.
So now I guess I just have to wait till nighttime comes round.
I assume so. Or go in a cave.
I mean, there's also that method of hunting animals, yes. Or I try and find that zombie that I can see it's in a cave, isn't it?
Yeah. All of those tunnels are lit pretty well. I did my best. Alley up. Alley up.
How's that cave that's over here?
Cave like an awesome, I'm sure.
Oh, I can hear a thing. Yeah, there you are.
Alley up. Alley up.
I got a demonic will.
Huzzah! A what?
Ow! Poop.
I didn't know will was demonic.
I got 2 demonic wills.
Very popular name.
What, Will?
Yeah.
I used to know a Will. Nice guy. He dropped out of uni and went to work.
That doesn't sound overly demonic.
I know.
Is that just his pastime?
Well, you know, everybody's got to have one, haven't they?
Oh, hello. That wasn't quite what I was meant to be doing. Let's try that again, shall we? That's better. Oh, it wasn't better. Oh.
Okay, I've got a blood altar. I need a sacrificial dagger.
What size is the blood altar?
That is something that I am working on. Because I need to make a thing with the blood altar that will tell me how big a blood altar becomes.
Oh, okay. So that will show you the upgrade sizes.
Yes.
Ah.
So basically, I have to put a book in the blood altar with 1,000 blood, and it will transmute the book into an Inspectorus
Something or other.
Scandulum.
Oh, hello. Fell off the roof.
So I'm going to come over here for now. Pop.
Where's here?
Just kind of behind you,
Oh, okay.
near the tower.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see. Over there. Sort of near the tower, but kind of not.
I'm nearly dead now. I should have brought pizza with me.
I've got 11 pizzas. Would you like some pizza?
Could I have some pizza, please?
Should I just throw them off the tower? I'll bring them over.
No, if you could bring them, that'd be nice, because I can see a creeper over there and I don't want to die.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Whee! Oh, being able to glide is the best.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so there is a creeper. Hey little dude. There's a skeleton underneath the tower as well, because it's dark down there.
I'm going to just dig out some ground over here, and then you get to come over and have a look at...
Oh wow. That's chunky. That's square and chunky. What kind of corruption does that cause?
Corruption? None.
None?
Probably.
Because, I mean, you're welcome to build it a slightly higher version of where you are, if you like. Or, I mean, you could build it down in this pit down here, if you like.
Which pit?
Well, there's kind of a big dip down in here.
True.
We could just have it as, like, the death pit. Because, you know, that's cheerful.
That sounds not unreasonable. Let me clear some of these trees out.
Huh?
Where's... Do you have a creeps cube on you, or...?
Yeah. Usually. Where are you?
I'm down,
down there.
I'm down in the pit.
There you go. I chucked it off the edge.
Thank you very much.
Ooh, I'm Mr. Meat Creeps. Yes, sirree.
Okay. Brain.
Ooh, I'm Mr.
Really,
Meat
what on
Creeps.
earth are
Yes,
you up to?
sirree. I'm Mr. Meat Creeps.
I don't...
Look at me. Yes, sirree.
What is Brain doing?
Currently singing Simply the Best.
Okay, it's very happy with itself at the moment then.
Ooh, I'm Mr. Meat Creeps.
I can only assume so. Yeah. I have no reference as to where this has come from
Yes, sirree.
or why. It's just the way it is. and I shall forever be
Yes,
confused
sirree.
by its weird presence.
Okay, so I've cleared an area out. I don't know whether the idea I want for this is to go, like, this is the bottom,
Yeah,
and go up from here a few levels.
I think that could be cool. I don't remember how far it had to go from what you were busy digging out. Is it worth putting it back in where it was? Because it looked like it had 2 tiers underneath.
What the F?
Oof.
Take a look at the stream in a minute.
Oh, hello. There's some wiggly numbers. Is that numbers? Was that numbers?
I'm not sure.
I could just see lots of scribbly. Scribbly. Boink.
Come on.
Do you think it's relatively sensible that this tower just kind of eerily floats about the place?
Well, I mean, that seems to be fitting of a wizard's tower.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did that not... Oh, man.
I'm entirely lost at this point.
I just stabbed myself a lot for no reason.
Aww. Now you're going to have to do it all again.
On the weird side, I found that I apparently had some pizza on me.
Hey. Stealing my pizza.
Can I borrow your blood?
I mean, I do like to try and keep it in my veins, but sure.
I'd say for the good of mankind, but it probably isn't.
Hi.
Hi. There's a dagger.
What? Yep.
If you could just, like, right-click that a few times.
How many times are we talking?
Don't kill yourself.
Oh, hello. Was that enough?
I'm seeing altar around now, so...
Oh, yeah. Because I swear it was deeper than that before. When you had it placed up there, I swear there was a level below that. But it's cool, we can just dig down to it if needs be. I might have just been going mildly mad.
I think that this, like, this lowest level that we can see now
There's your dagger.
was too deep down. I can't actually see... Where's my digging tool? There it is.
Oh, there's a purple thing right out here. Look this way. Where I'm stood. Ow!
What type of purple thing?
A purple tower here. Can you see a purple tower?
Oh! If I back up enough and it is in my field of view, yes, I can.
That's huge, altar.
Yes, this is the max level altar. So
So we're just gonna have to dig it some space.
Yep.
Okay. That's cool. As long as you're happy to dig it said space.
I
I'm
will...
really an idiot. I really should stop building buildings from the floor level up and then having to put the base on underneath. It just doesn't work.
Hey, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Brian managed to play a game tonight and only had to eat 2 Bertie Box every flavour beans.
Ooh, what special beans did you get?
I'll let Brian explain which ones he ate. Because I read his Discord message earlier.
I probably should have done, but not gonna lie, may or may not have definitely turned off all notifications for Discord.
That's fair.
I'm trying to think. Ooh.
Yep.
Ew, no.
Yep. You're trying to think.
Why?
That's a fair thing to think.
Just why?
It's a great question.
Like, admittedly, if it was my job to come up with flavours like that, it would be hilarious.
Yes.
And would definitely let out the entire evil nature that I have fairly frequently. But why? Why would you do that to yourself?
Yes, Brian, why?
Just many whys. Where did the Bertie Bots idea come from? Is that just a random, like, sat in the bath, like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna torture myself.
Oh, where did his idea for it come from? Because I was going to say, well, yeah, it's Harry Potter.
Yeah, no, like the gaming revelation of this is what I'm gonna do to myself. Ah, one of those necessities. I see. I mean, that makes slightly more sense.
We really should also bring in on that, like, Jeff and also Luke and James play to explain themselves.
Yes, for definite.
Out of my way, pig. Ow.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know.
So one thing I'm discovering very quickly is an important thing is to never switch your sword and sacrificial dagger around.
Yes. I can imagine that would be very important.
Brian says he's feeling out of the loop. What is that about Luke and Jeff? Jeff bought Tabasco-flavoured jelly beans to MCM.
And some small children were definitely scarred.
And Luke and James plays brought, was it called Bean Boozled?
Yes, I think. Which is essentially you spin a wheel and it tells you what
It gives
colour
you a
to pick
colour.
of essentially the same kind of
yeah.
every flavour beans. And so it's whether it's a nice flavour or not is just luck of the draw, really.
Well, I mean, obviously the other side of that is whether you find the flavour nice or not, regardless of whether it's a nice flavour.
Yes, and I do seem to remember there were some rather upset small children somewhere.
Largely what we're saying is jelly beans upset children.
Yes. Especially the Tabasco ones.
Hey, Tanny!
Hi. Bye, Tanny.
I've uploaded Kaylin's new profile pic now, so
Yay.
you'll have that next time we do Storm Kings. So last night they had a run-in with a fire elemental.
Tasty.
And Kaylin got a new hairdo. Granted,
A slightly singed hairdo?
it's now undercut.
Oh.
Slightly out of the necessity of that they got set on fire, but...
Sean. I may have used up all of our netherrack.
That was a lot of netherrack.
Either that or the machines decided it doesn't like me anymore and stopped making it. I'm not entirely sure, let's be fair. But yes, there is a fair amount of roof here, so it is entirely possible that I've just used the entire lot. On the plus side, I'm happy with the roof and I think it's finished.
Whoa.
I've got 53 of the stairs left. I've just got no bricks. It's just slightly inconvenient. Bloop, 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 bloop. So yes, at some point, whether that be on stream, between streams, after a stream, we can actually get this building back up and running to where it should be.
Yay.
And it's usually corrupting glory.
So yeah, basically, last night in Storm King's Thunder, it's nighttime. Sian, it's nighttime and I'm outside and I'm scared.
Do you want me to go and sleep to make all the bad guys go away?
If you could, that would be very nice of you.
It's funny, because that's not how sleeping normally works. To the telescope! Da-da-da-da.
We need like a Sian signal or something.
No, we need the nap signal.
It's just like a Z.
Yes.
Although it can't be like a giant light, because that's very...
I just missed. Literally hit the corner of it. Dag, nab it.
Yeah, last night in Storm King's Thunder, Yaghole turned into a werewolf.
Yeah, I heard that was a thing. Slightly less than planned thing, I'm assuming?
I mean, I planned.
Well, yes, but that's generally what we hope you do every week before sessions.
But
But the rest of the team's slightly unplanned, I'm assuming.
they knew it was happening. Everybody knew that it was coming. They just hadn't, in character, remembered when it was happening.
I'm assuming it happens under the same pretense of full moon happens and werewolf happens too.
Yes.
Yeah, see, full moons sneak up on me as well, so I can totally understand that.
I mean, I absolutely love that it did happen on what is apparently the blood moon, wolf moon night, that everybody took massive photos of a giant red full moon last night.
Yeah, it was pretty insane, I hear. I didn't see it, but I hear it was amazing.
So how tall is this?
Did anyone in the stream see it?
Apparently Tanny is redoing the
do. Redoing the do. I'm sure it's not crap. safety barriers on these stairs, John?
Which stairs?
The tiny little stairs that I'm putting up to this tower so we can actually, like, run up to where we need to.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
No, you're cool without. Okie dokie. If you fall off, it's not my fault.
I mean, I'm not putting that in writing, but sure.
Is it going to be one of those things that Michael complained at us for? Who shot me and where from?
I'm going to guess a skeleton. Yesterday on Discord, I brought up a bunch of ways of how to become a werewolf, asking if any of them happened to Queen. Most of them ended up being too personal. I ended up learning a strange version of Robin Hood, says Brian. Yeah, Brian knows a surprisingly large number of ways to become a werewolf.
Okay.
I don't know whether to be disturbed by this or not.
What caused you to need to know the impressive number of ways to become a werewolf? I think that's what I need to know to figure out if it's disturbing or not.
Well, I mean, do you want to hear some of the ways that you can become a werewolf?
Yes, I'm intrigued for various reasons.
Brian says, I did not see the blood moon, though.
Aw.
And Tanny says they are glad that Kaelin did not become a werewolf. That would be double trouble.
Yes, I imagine it would be.
God's sake.
Yeah, are you alright there, John?
I'm still clearing out random bits of rock.
Oh, hello. I nearly fell off the edge. Let's try not to do that.
Brian, let me look up in Discord. Oh, yeah. So, Brian's now going to list off a number of ways that you can become a werewolf, and you can check and see if you've done any of them.
Okay.
The first way is to take off all of your clothes and wear a belt made of wolf skin.
Definitely not a thing I've felt the need to do at any point. So I think I'm safe.
You're safe from that one.
Yeah.
He did consider that was possibly too personal to ask Queen whether Queen had had that experience.
Yeah, it's probably fair. I'm also slightly intrigued, though, with that one as to how many people did it take to do that for them to go, huh, that does that.
We should probably stop doing that.
Some guy in the background going, oh.
I really liked taking all my clothes off and dancing around with her.
But that's the only way I'm comfortable. Shut up, Dave.
Damn it, Dave. Where's the Discord?
The Discord.
Method 2 is to drink rainwater from a wolf's paw print.
That's quite sweet. Quite like the idea of that one. Can't say I've done it.
But you wouldn't be opposed to doing it.
But I mean, of all of the various ways you think of doing that kind of stuff, that seems like quite a tame.
I gotta say, it's not the worst of the options. It's probably even nicer than just being bitten by a werewolf, because I imagine that hurts.
Yeah.
Like, it's not pleasant.
I mean, getting bitten by most things, even mosquitoes, isn't pleasant.
True. You are not wrong. The being bitten is apparently a rather modern invention, says expert supernatural
Supernaturalist.
Supernatural expert Brian.
Seriously? Why? You're going to shoot yourself.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not.
congratulations, you shot the spider. Go have a fight down there, you absolute mongs.
Method 3, sleeping out on a specific night and letting the full moon shine on your face.
John, I figured out where I'm getting shot from. I didn't know skeletons could shoot straight up.
Is it? Okay.
I mean, not every night. But a lot of nights, yes. You would have to try quite hard, I feel.
So Sian, can you see the ghostly thing around this?
Yes, I can see the ghostly thing around that.
Damn.
Why?
I'm trying to turn off the ghostly thing.
Does it go away when you start building?
It goes away if I can't see the altar.
Can you take the altar out and put it back in? Because I don't need all that blood.
I was rather hoping to do stuff with it. Method 4 is perform a satanic ritual involving magic ointment and an enchanted girdle. Which again, little bit personal.
Yeah, just a tad.
What I do need is a diamond, so if I'm gonna break this altar,
Lost a stair somewhere.
I'm gonna grab a diamond.
Oi! Oh.
Uh-oh.
Jeez.
Ah!
Jeez, skeleton. Chill, man.
Not a great time for my game to freeze.
It's just because skeleton's just gone absolutely hyper on me.
I was in the middle of jumping over a pit in the ground, and my game just froze, so I just went in the middle of the air and fell to my doom.
No. Yeah, no, skeleton just went like proper turbo mode on me, and it was really trippy.
So, we've got 2.2k diamond.
Cool.
Oh, apparently method 5 is invoking the wrath of God. By that logic, anyone in history and the Bible who has done so could be called a werewolf.
Okay, interesting.
Whee! Splat.
Nighttime. Why do you have to be a thing? Can we just not?
Well, I'm making a... Oh, apparently method 6 being excommunicated by the Roman Catholic Church.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I can't say I've personally been excommunicated, but...
With time. You'll get there. With time.
And again, anyone throughout history who's been excommunicated. I think there's also probably like a lineage thing.
Oh, also, John, we need to claim this area.
Oh, that makes sense, yes.
I had one of those brainwaves that wasn't music related.
Sian FM will be back any minute now, I'm sure.
Yeah, once she's finished bouncing on the bed. Which could be some time. And once I figured out how doors work, because, you know.
They're complicated.
Yep. I'm on the roof.
And apparently, being born with lycanthropy is... Apparently, if you're epileptic, you are a werewolf. So...
Interesting. Slightly offensive, yes. But equally, anyone who says as such, if you did actually turn into a werewolf, you could just eat them.
Yeah. Yes, and I'm ignoring Tanny's response.
I wonder why that response was ignored.
No reason. Okay, so... My name is Vlad Highborn, and I'm a bloodmage. There's some stuff in the book. Arcane Ash. The ash is created using the Hellfire Forge and Demon Will, so if you are new to this concept, please consult the Demon Kin. Ash has a total of 20 uses before you need to craft another. When you right click on a wall or the ground.
When you right click on some stuff happens, and then some more stuff.
And an item it will be placed in the side of the ash. So how do I make... blood magic?
Oh man.
So I need a binding reagent. So I need a Hellfire Forge.
I'm gonna have to put this as thick, chunky glass in here, John.
Yeah?
Yep.
I need a Hellfire Forge.
Hell, who or what? Where are we going to put one of those? Excuse me, Snow. I'm not sure this is how you're supposed to land. I didn't think you would land on there, to be perfectly honest. Yummy.
Have you seen any of Maddie's recent snow photo updates?
No, because the jealousy they induce is second to none. I get all kinds of jealous because I love the snow and we just don't get enough of it.
I mean, I've been seeing an awful lot of snow warnings for Plymouth.
I mean, it did snow when I was up in Kent.
In Plymouth?
No, in Kent. There was literally a morning with about 3 minutes of snow. And then bright sunshine. Yes, I could do with knowing how to become a vampire, or at least avoid becoming a vampire. I'm not sure which yet.
Glowstone, redstone, gunpowder. I know a number of ways of beating vampires that are fun. You bury somebody upside down and they can't work out how to get out, that's one.
Really? I have never heard that one before, and that is spectacular.
If you bury the vampire so that it's like it's facing down into the earth, it will just dig down.
That's so weird. So weird, but I love it. As long as they don't sparkle, then go for it.
If you drop a number of items in front of certain mythological vampires, they have to count them.
Oh, okay. Particular ones?
Vampires or items?
Either and or both.
I know that Chinese vampires have this. I think European vampires have a similar problem.
Is this also like they can't just invite themselves in?
Yeah.
Because I've heard that one before. I'm still intrigued as to why there's so much knowledge going on in the mind of Brian.
Well, this one is kind of offensive, but suicide victims and unbaptized children would be considered to have unclean spirits, and those spirits would possess the decomposing body, and there you go, a vampire.
And bam, there you have it.
Oh, I'm doing a thing.
A thing?
I Hellfire forged a petty tartic gem.
Ooh. I'm digging up dirt with a flower.
I don't know actually what to do with the petty tartic gem to charge it now.
It's really going well, isn't it?
I don't actually know this mod that well.
No, I can't say I have any experience of it whatsoever, so I'm going to be of about as much help as a chocolate teapot.
Oh, I can make a sentient axe.
Ooh.
Actually, that's basically for regular vampires. Do you want to move on to the type known as the Straggly? Yes?
I'm suitably intrigued.
I mean, I know, and this is something I found out reasonably recently. Do you know where the Chinese vampire comes from? Like
no.
the origin of the Chinese hopping vampire.
They hop?
Yes.
Seriously, where have I been?
Apparently not in Chinese vampires mythologies. What do I do with you? Not you. Petty tartic gem. Yeah, vampire made from Overwatch hops. Chinese vampires are depicted as being one-legged, and they hop places. Because Chinese vampires are weird like that. But
Evidently.
But basically, the origin of that is that in ye olden Chinese days, priests would, if you were to die, and they wanted to take you home to bury you,
they would casually lop a leg off.
There wouldn't be a vehicle to do this, because it was pre-vehicle.
Because it was ye olde times.
I think I need more snares. So what they'd do is they'd have a priest at the front and back of a line of people. and they would just walk, like, with a stick, this group of dead people home. And it would look like it was people hopping along the countryside. And that's where Chinese vampires came from.
Weird.
Brian says that the Straggly, being born out of wedlock, dying before being baptized, or dying a natural death was how one returned as a Straggly. And on the more offensive side, children with birth defects would be considered living Straggly.
Oh,
Please do not sleep through this night. I'm going demon hunting.
okie dokie.
Oh, dying an unnatural death. Not a natural death. Natural deaths were okay.
They were cool with those.
Nope, no sword.
It is definitely an intriguing thing. Nope. Nope. Right, how's this done? I don't know, Brain. How did you just do it? Eh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hey, look, the numbers have started again.
Okay. Cool.
I must be counting curves.
I've worked out how to charge my petty Tartic gem.
Right. What do
Yay.
you have to do to charge your petty gem?
I have to throw snares at people, kill them, and then when their will pops out, I pick it up.
Oh, okay. Every time you say snares, my brain hears snares.
I have to throw snezzes at people.
Yes. I'm not entirely sure why that's what I'm hearing, but I just have to not question these things anymore because, you know, it makes my brain hurt.
Apparently, if you wanted to prevent the Straggly from returning, you buried it with some whiskey.
That sounds weirdly simple.
Or just destroy the body. Just destroy the body. I want to get back inside, into the light, into the light, into the light.
I fell down. No.
Oh, boom.
Oh, butts. Butts. You in the light?
I'm inside.
Oh, okay, do you want me to sleep?
I think so.
I'm at a bed. There you go.
Thank you.
I realised that's why I left the bed outside.
Oh, I need to do that in a Hellfire forge.
So where did you build the Hellfire forge?
It's just in our house at the moment. It's in the
Okay.
machine room.
Is it very big?
No, it's just a block.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought it was going to be bigger and slightly more spectacular, but hey.
I mean, I'm getting to things that are bigger and more spectacular. Like, hopefully right about now.
No, stop shooting me, you asshole of a skeleton. Okay, but...
How much do I need?
Ow.
How much do I need?
Whoa. You know, it's a really good job you protected this area, John.
400.
400? 400 what?
I need 400 will.
And you get 1 will per being that you destroy?
Up to 5.
Oh, okay. That's slightly better, I think. Can we not play this game, please, Mr. Spider? I'm fed up with your shiz.
I am going to try and make a thing to make the thing better.
No! Why? Oh, come on, we can do this. Nope.
You and you and you and you.
Oh, there's a
and then you and you.
Nope. Right, I'm in. Oh man, alive! This is so difficult.
I made a sentient axe.
What does a sentient axe grant you the ability to do?
Uses demonic will to unleash its full potential. I don't really know.
Where are you going, Mr.?
Oh, did I want a sentient sword? I think I wanted a sentient sword.
Sham it. John, I think your tower is done.
Yay!
So you can rehome all of your lovely random stuff now.
We will do that as suggested off stream because everybody's seen me put that stuff together once. And then we'll discuss what differences there are that hopefully mean that we don't just tear another hole in reality.
Although it could be quite funny if we did.
We're aiming not to, though.
Yeah.
Brian says, I once had a sentient fedora that annoyed him so much he buried it, dug it up, then threw it into lava. In Minecraft? Or...
Just in casual everyday life?
Yes. Alright, I now have a sentient sword, which I think means
okay.
I don't have to kill things with... I don't need the snares anymore, I just kill things.
Okay, as long as you're using that weapon.
As long as I'm using this weapon to kill them.
During a Valentine's event? What? That doesn't sound very Valentine's-y to me.
Why would you have a sentient fedora for Valentine's Day? We also now have an event where those Chinese hopping vampires wander the world.
Amazing.
Can I get demonic wills from farm animals? Doesn't look like it.
No. Gotta be demons. Best get down in those caves then. Did our mob killer stop working?
No, I don't think so.
The mob spawny sand.
No.
Because could you just go and chop around in there for a bit?
I suppose so.
Not kill them quick enough.
I mean, I don't know how quickly I would be killing them. I get the feeling that they spawn incredibly quickly in there and also die just as fast.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever stopped to watch all that long.
I mean, I could turn off the machine that automatically kills them, I suppose.
Yeah, but don't they despawn pretty quick as well?
They'll despawn if left alone fairly fast. I don't think it's, like, instant.
Okay.
I think it's just...
Might as well just go down in the mines.
I don't know why I'm just kind of wandering so far away to find a cave entrance, really. There's plenty of those damn things.
Yeah, especially that really deep one that I dug in the old mine that just lays out for ages and spawns lots of mobs.
I'm hearing mobs now, though.
So, that tower is now off of my to-do list, but I don't think it was on the to-do list.
So, largely about the same.
Yeah, essentially.
Brian says, the Halloween event is sweet, the main boss is the Headless Horseman.
Awesome. Right, let's turn off the tower. Can I edit it to current coordinates? No. Let's remove it and add in foam. Power. Purple. Oh yeah, I was putting a 3 at the front of it. That was how me things was working.
We also used to have the Grinch as the boss for the Christmas event, but he kept crashing the server. So he was replaced with boat races.
So he was spoiling everyone's Christmas fun. That was very good.
Surprising, that, really.
Okay, the Form Tower now has a waypoint. Are you?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Splody.
Spaghetti-os.
Also, the sword is not great at damage.
Oh, okay. I mean, we have been used to better stuff, so I can't say I'm surprised.
I get the feeling this is like the lowest level option
Yeah, makes sense.
for the mod, because it is literally what you can craft with starting equipment, so... I think what I'm aiming for is the bound blade that I think does a butt-ton of damage.
Yep, that sounds good. Ooh, can you remember where we put the saplings from our beautiful blue trees?
No.
What are the trees called? So, Silverwood?
Silverwood trees.
Yeah. Silverwood saplings. We've got 18 of them. I'm going to plant some around that area in that chunk
Sensible.
before I let you loose on anything.
Oh.
Oh, also found a picture of the hopping vampire. Where should I put it in the Discord?
General?
Yeah, throw it in general.
So what do we want to move on to? The humanoid bats sighted across the world.
As much as I'd love to have bat wings, that just sounds creepy.
I mean, it wouldn't be my first choice of wing.
No.
I'd much prefer feathery.
Yeah, although I think my Ooh. Ah, that's cool.
I don't know, maybe, like, I don't know how many people here, if anybody, has ever seen the Disney cartoon series Gargoyles.
Actually, I don't think I have.
But that was a Disney cartoon series that was on when I was a wee lad. And it was about gargoyles.
Yeah.
As you can probably imagine from the title of it. Who were basically betrayed in ancient times.
I get the feeling Tanny might have seen it.
Okay. I get the feeling that the other two people in the chat have seen the show Gargoyles. I will explain it for the purposes of Sian, then.
Yeah, thanks.
Basically, it was about a group of gargoyles who had been betrayed in medieval times and cursed to turn to stone for 10,000 years.
Right.
And
Okay.
basically, gargoyles were creatures that turned to stone during the day but woke up at night and protected the castle. Except that when they woke up again, their castle had been moved to New York by a billionaire. And so now they were living in New York and they had to fight evil in New York. And they were all conveniently just named... I can't remember if they ever named themselves in the show after the places in New York, but they were all named after, like, suburbs of New York.
That is definitely handy.
But their wings, especially their leader... They did. Thank you. I'm fuzzy on the start of the program a little bit. Is Brooklyn the big purple leader, or which one's Brooklyn? I need to look this up now. Sorry, stream. I'm looking up gargoyles.
For many important reasons.
Brooklyn was cool. What was the leader's name, though? Gargoyles. The purple one. Goliath? Yes. Goliath... Okay, yeah, I should have known that the chat would be there with me. Goliath was the leader of the gargoyles. And basically he had big purple bat-like wings that he always had, like, as a cape.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, when he wasn't flying with them, they would drape around him and fold in front. And it was just like, he had a cape, and then it would, like, unfurl into wings.
That's cool.
And it was frickin' sweet. I'm gonna try and teleport home. I succeeded in teleporting home, because it's not actually...
fixed that thing.
It's not actually that difficult to teleport home when you remember to plug the damn thing in. Ding, 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 ding.
That was slightly more sizable than I'd remembered, but still works. Good. Whoa! Hello, tree.
Hello, tree.
Suddenly got a silverwood tree to the face.
That'll happen.
Given their sizable nature.
So apparently I need to upgrade to a common Tartic gem. Which means I need a diamond.
A diamond?
A block of redstone. The regional variants of gargoyles were awesome. The London clan all had feathered wings, with the ones on the show looking like a griffin, a winged unicorn, and a winged lion. Then you had the Guatemalan gargoyles, whose leader, Zafiro, was a snake from the waist down, so he had no legs, says Brian.
Interesting. Brian is just a font of much knowledge.
Who evidently remembers these shows much better than I did.
I feel like that's the kind of knowledge that would come in handy in a really obscure pub quiz. Like, it would have to be incredibly niche, but...
I mean, I get the feeling that they're also the kind of pub quizzes that you would see at, like, a Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And returning to the humanoid bat subject, they are cryptozoological and not supernatural.
Whoa, that was nearly a tree on my head.
So you cannot become one.
Ah.
Is that?
That's slightly disappointing.
Oh, it's not that. It's a real gold.
A real gold?
I took a nugget. It's an ingot.
Okay. that makes more sense. Have I lost my boots power? Yes. I need more juice in the boots. Give me the boots juice. Nope. Ow. Oh.
Okay, I need to go and get more demonic will, so...
Happy slashing.
Apparently I need to get this up to 60 before I can upgrade to the next.
Wow.
In Brazil, they're called bat people. The Mayans worshipped a death bat. In Java, there was one called the Athol, and in Vietnam, they are called the Night Flyers. And I just fell in a pond. The Night Flyers sounds freaky.
Yeah. Sounds like kind of story you'd tell little kids. And they wouldn't quite remember the whole story, they'd just remember that they were called night flyers.
Okay. Away with the lava. Away with thee. Come on.
Come on, tree. You can do it. Come on.
Oh, if you want freaky, you should hear the description, says Brian.
Don't think that tree was gonna grow. Try it there.
God damn it. Here, creepy monsters.
Why are you not growing? Have you got too many friends of this area, maybe?
Nothing down there.
In them there hills. Not too dark. Right, we're gonna get one more stack of bone meal. This doesn't do it. This tree is not living there. Oh, that was the other thing we were going to start doing as well, wasn't it? The celestial, the stars.
Yes.
Because I can words.
Frequently. Black or grey fur, monkey-like faces, clawed feet, wingspans that are 10 to 15 feet in length, generally 5 feet tall, and eerily feminine. Why is it that so many cryptozoological animals are eerily feminine?
because the men that were writing about them got creeped out by the fact they had boobs.
I seriously, it's like sphinxes are females. Gorgons are females. Harpies are females. Mermaids are mostly notable as females. Just cryptozoologists not get laid? Is that the problem?
I mean, it's not a job title that comes with the instant thought of, yes, this is going to get me laid.
I suppose you possibly have other things on your mind. Mermaid is an indicator. Yeah, you don't typically hear a lot of stories about the mermen, though, do you?
The mermans. I can't remember who it was who I heard saying that.
What,
about
mermans?
Like, not quite sure that's how it's pronounced, but hey. Each to their own. I'm just spreading out a few extra trees just to be sure. I figure a bit of extra, like, external backup probably isn't a bad idea. Knowing your track record.
Hey.
What? Tell me I'm wrong.
I only slightly tore a hole in existence.
Yep. But only slightly is still did.
It was only a little one. You're just going to hold it...
Actually twice.
You're just going to hold it against me forever now, aren't you?
Yeah. Essentially.
Brian is arguing that there are a lot of cryptozoological animals that are not in any way humanoids.
Damn you, spider! Damn you, creeper!
Die, spider. Die, verm.
I have to say, this is probably the most times in one evening I've heard cryptozoological been said.
It's not said enough, really.
What is the definition of cryptozoological then?
I assume it's weird animals? Brian, if you have a better description of what cryptozoological actually means, as apparently our resident cryptozoologist. A title for which there is no pay.
Yeah, small disclaimer there. We apologise, but this role cannot include any payment.
Come on, I'm at like 59.48, and I need to get this to 60. The search for and study of animals whose existence or survival is disputed or unsubstantiated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I've been to Loch Ness. Did not see the monster. Very disappointed.
Was not as described on pamphlet.
Well, yeah, if the pamphlet had described monster in existence. Some people think it's just a sturgeon.
Sturgeon? Be a bloody big sturgeon. Excuse me, zombie. Can you get out of my house? Cheers.
Die, zombie. Die, zombie.
Have you done enough killing this evening, or are you still?
I'm still going.
Okay. I shall continue to grow silverwood trees in dark.
I will look at the chat in a moment. Also, you don't see sturgeon travelling across the land.
Sturgeon
No.
are beautiful fish, though. If ever there was such a thing.
I'm sure somebody considers...
Right, hopefully that's enough damage control from your...
Are you kidding me? Are these things just worth 1 will each?
What things would they be?
Zombies.
Are the ones with brains better?
I don't know.
Spiders? Creepers? Creepers are a little bit more difficult to kill. Are they worth more?
That was worth less. That was 0.8.
Who was that?
That was a spider.
Okay. What was skeletons worth?
Haven't actually done a proper measurement on a skeleton.
Well, there's a couple of skeletons having a go at me if you want to...
On my way. That one was worth 1 creeper. I think it's a random amount, but I just seem to be either getting incredibly low ones since I upgraded the gem. The slight problem is I now need to get enough in this new gem to upgrade my old, I need to do a piggybacky type thing, because I need to get one of the next tier crystals. And so to get that, I need to get the lower tier crystal upgraded. So that
I see.
I've kind of got 2 crystals, so that I can put 1 in the crafting table and 1 in the crafting power this slot.
The sun's coming up, by the way.
Might do more of this off stream because it's largely just me wandering around killing things.
Yep. The skeleton tried to shoot me and I spawned a tree in front of it.
I mean, that'll stop it.
Funnily enough, the arrows didn't really go through. Which I was quite happy with. Have you seen on the map quite how many silverwoods I've spawned?
I've noticed quite a few of them as I've wandered past, yes.
Hopefully, she says, well aware that it's probably not going to make any difference whatsoever. But hopefully, that stops you from corrupting everything.
Well, I think
For at least a little bit longer than last time.
I think it will. I think largely it just cleans up afterwards quite well as well.
But that's what I mean. Like, if it can clean up in between times, then hopefully that means that we're not just going to get quite so covered in all
Bogged
sorts
down
of
with shite.
god-awful stuff that's being spawned.
Oh, hey, spawn.
Spawn?
I've made my way back to spawn.
How much are Enderman worth?
I've not tried because this thing takes an age to kill things.
Do you only have to get the killing shot on it, though?
I'm not sure, maybe?
Because that would be interesting. I've not... Ah, I'm terrible.
Wait, what's this? Oh, somebody's done some work here.
Oh, yeah. I spotted that before, but I can't remember who it was.
I wonder if that was Schmitty.
Ooh, maybe.
He was briefly on the server.
Telescope. What colour should we make the telescope?
I am peppered with arrows.
Oh, hello. I'm getting my headphones tied to my chair.
It's impressive for wireless headphones.
No, I've got them cabled in.
That's less impressive.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Why have I not done that in the other place? You know, to jump upstairs.
1 minute.
Sitting in this place.
What's
the
that?
elevator blocks.
Sorry, you're gonna have to say that again. I lost Minecraft and it froze everything.
You know how it's almost impossible to figure out where to stand to jump up the elevator block?
Yeah.
Or is that just me?
Occasionally.
If you put a waypoint on the upstairs one, it shows you the waypoint marker downstairs. So then you can figure out where to stand. So I'm going to change my waypoint marker to up here for the workshop. It's definitely not something that I should have to do, but it works surprisingly well.
We've got a lot of chironite now.
Yeah?
602.
Oh, yes. Now I can see where I'm supposed to be going. I swear down, I miss it every time. So I've just taken to jumping upstairs. It's actually quicker for me to jump up to the bedrooms. It takes like maybe 1 or 2 attempts, but it's quicker to do that than it is to try and find the place on the floor, or it was. Not anymore.
I wonder.
You wonder?
I'm wondering.
Sounds monotonous. What you was wondering?
I'm wondering if we've got enough chironite to upgrade these to chironite solar cells.
I mean, how's our power looking? And is there something better we can use the chironite for, given that we're full?
Jesus.
Because we're not exactly using much power. Maybe we should sort that out first.
I mean, I suppose I could look into upgrading the miner.
Yeah? I don't really know what else requires this amount of power. I feel like we need the wise words of Michael on this. Like, we have all this power, what can we do with it?
I mean, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Ah. Ah. Ah.
Ah.
I want to upgrade this.
Okay.
So, I need upgrade kits. Signalum upgrade kit. I need Signalum.
Ooh,
How do
we
I
did
make...
the builder ender chests, didn't we?
Yes.
We've not finished the pizzas. I've not made George. We've not finished automating the animals just yet.
No.
I haven't quite finished the pizza place. Void mining is done, like, other than upgrades, so that's fine. Light everywhere and grow spruce wood. For reasons. Many, many reasons.
You can go in there for now. Ah, da 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 da.
I feel like I've had a very productive stream. I've built an entire building. I'm quite impressed with myself.
I mean, that's a fairly productive stream, really, isn't it? Okay, so I've got you two. If I get a... Tanny says they're proud of you.
Ah, thank you.
And also possibly of me, but I'm aware of that, and I'm reading it to you.
That was a great sentence.
I'm words.
I'm wordsing shush.
Right, if I put that there, that means the fluid transposer is there. Honestly, I think the reason humanoid cryptids get so much focus is that they make for easy horror villains. Yeah, I mean... Really, if you're going to have a villain that needs to be portrayed on screen, having it be a human with makeup on...
Yeah, it does make sense. Do you think that will change now with CGI and stuff, though?
I get the feeling there's still that, like, it's human but not quite factor.
Hmm. I don't know whether I find human or non-human stuff more scary. Never given it much thought.
It depends on the context. Very heavily, I feel.
Yeah? I just know I don't like horror stuff where you're not safe in the dark. Like that kind of whole thing where the lights are all shutting off down a corridor and you're just running.
Yeah.
I've had some pretty repetitive dreams that have included that. And I'm not a fan.
Fair. Tanny says darkness is their fear.
I guess it's fairly common for people.
I've never been scared of the dark, but the unknown in the dark. Like,
Yes.
if I'm in a room and it goes dark, I'm fine. If I'm in a room, or if I'm... How many... Is it one?
Actually, I don't think it's just the dark. I think it's the being unsafe somewhere that you can't have control, like weeping angels and blinking.
Yeah.
It's one of those functions that you just kind of have to do, and like you just can't see in the dark no matter how hard you try.
Given the general lack of entertainment about the beast of Gévaudan, a wolf-like beast from the 18th century France. I'd say the general interest in the humanoid might also have more to do with the fact that they are humanoid. Can be considered some sort of mockery of caricature of yourself.
Interesting.
I mean, that's always like one of the big things is like that you see yourself in the monster and therefore it's worse because, you know, there but for the grace of dancing around naked in a wolf belt.
Yeah.
Go you. I need to upgrade these machines.
Also, pizza delivery.
Why do I have a ham and pineapple? I don't like ham and pineapple.
Yep, and now you're forever cursed. Just random chunks of ground missing here, and I don't really understand why.
Why are you not importing?
Pass. Literally as far as my knowledge goes. Yes, of course we would return to the wolf belt. I do love the specifics of these things though. Like, I imagine someone's tested to make sure that it wasn't just a general like skin. You couldn't wear like a wolfskin coat and it had to be the belt.
Well, I mean, there are skinwalkers in North American culture that can wear the skin of a creature.
Yeah, but specifically for like vampires. So you couldn't go around completely clothless minus a coat.
True.
Does make you wonder whether someone somewhere's tested these things. I just like the idea that like they've just had a meeting. It's like, well, Frank last week he wore the wolf belt and changed. And someone else goes, oh well, you know, I got nominated to have the coat and I didn't change.
So I need 3 copper and a silver.
I also like to think that wolf slippers works, but only allowed to wear the left one.
Why the left one?
Why not?
Well, I mean, okay.
It would just be entirely that random. Like, this is the kind of world I live in. Welcome to my brain.
Welcome to Sian.
I just like the idea that it's something that spectacularly specific.
I mean, there was also the old thing of... Was it seals?
Seals?
Or sea lions. One of them used to be a mythological creature that would come to shore and be a beautiful human woman. And then if you got its skin...
Selkies.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel like I've heard that story before. So this is the joyful nature of my very, very intermittent memory.
Do you have to be in an induction smelter? to have to be in an induction smelter. Wonderful. Do I have an induction smelter?
Maybe? Oh, I love the fact that I put that door there. The Song of the Sea.
Right, first step. Automate Invar.
Ingvar.
Invar.
Wow, okay. I remember hearing a story about an ostrich-sized peacock roaming around an estate in Great Britain. I don't know why, but that scares me more. I mean, birds are pretty unpredictable and all kinds of scary. Peacocks especially, it seems. There was a girl at uni while we were on our New York trip that there's a series of pictures of her posing next to a peacock and then running away from it as it turned on her. I probably shouldn't laugh, but it was funny.
But you are.
Yeah. I cannot lie, it was funny. I think it's just the fact that it was perfectly caught in picture-based form. Why am I left holding one piece of fence?
Don't know. Why is the computer making so much nether stuff?
So much what?
The computer is trying to make very desperately netherrack.
Yeah, because it's fresh out. And it's trying to fill in what it doesn't have. So I should probably go mine some more. Can I go to our nether outpost?
Yeah,
Dial once.
that should be fine. Sure hope that's fine.
Beam me up, Scotty. I have arrived. Ah, can you chuck my cube in the pouch?
Oh, your creep cube.
Yeah.
I remember the show Mystery Hunters being about looking into these sorts of things, and it was quite scary. When I was a kid, not so much now, but some of it still holds up well for educational purposes, and portrays things like the Beast of Bray Road and Mothman. Don't know what either of those are.
I feel like I've heard Mothman somewhere.
Mothman I've heard of.
I couldn't give you specifics. I go through phases of liking all of these kind of supernatural type things.
Mothman is a meme. Mothman is a cryptozoological creature, I believe.
I feel like at this point we should probably make cryptozoological as countable as religion. We've done fairly well for such a short period of time.
I need an induction smelter is what I'm learning.
No!
No.
No! Bloody firebat. All kinds of no. Yay, my little cube. Where should we go to do some digging?
The Beast of Bray Road is a werewolf-like creature that roams Wisconsin.
Okay.
And Mothman is America's answer to Britain's Owlman.
Of course we have an owl man.
Unless you're talking about the Owlman, which is Batman's counterpart on the Crime Syndicate. You probably aren't.
Tanya's got a point. Slender Man, though.
True. Can't argue with that point. Largely because there's not a lot of point to the point.
I can hear you somewhere, Giggles.
Giggles the clown?
Giggles the ghast.
Oh.
It's chuckling to itself, and I don't know where it is. It makes me nervous. Ah, dead foot, 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 dead foot. Ouch.
Hey, stop it, Slenderman is on Gmod. I just realised, John, we can play that. My favourite thing about Slenderman on Gmod is the one time my friends played that, and one of my friends didn't have the right things installed to get Slenderman. And so for her, instead of seeing Slenderman, she saw a giant red error sign.
I mean, that is pretty scary. Can you imagine if a giant red error sign was running towards you?
I don't know what I'd do.
I mean, I'd be fairly freaked out. Yeah, especially if it was humming the Huntress tune.
I mean, I've listened to a lot of that tune.
Yeah, I listened to it on repeat, literally from 9 till 5. I have problems. Hopefully that will shut the computer up for a bit. She says, knowing full well that it won't.
Tanny says that their curse of being killed by the Huntress needs to be broken.
Yeah. I mean, at least there was no killing done at Comic-Con.
We're all very thankful to you for that.
That would have been all kinds of wrong and hilarious. I mean, I'm fascinated by this kind of stuff, I have to say. It makes for interesting conversation. And why am I suddenly on fire? I'm not.
That also makes for an interesting conversation.
Also makes me question life choices. I'm on fire. How peculiar. Why is that a thing? Alley-up. Right, come on then. Let's do another. Flatten an area.
So what am I missing for that? Blizz powder.
Oh, hey up. Well done, you ass.
Brian questions
Nothing.
whether you've been wearing a belt made of blaze skins.
I haven't, no. Although maybe I should. Oh, don't both get stuck on that block, you pair of... Grr! Don't you just hate it when they get stuck on a block? And they can't break it when you've got your me's out. Doing your dirty work for you. Ooh, what's that? Dimensional shard ore.
Ooh.
Do we need that?
Probably.
Oh, little blaze slimes. Well, it's not what I thought I was going to be saying about blaze slimes, but apparently I did. Ooh, hello. Block of quartz. Oh, infernal hives. Yeah, let's not play with those. Ooh. John, what's the weather like there?
In the overworld or in
In the IRLs.
the IRLs? Dark.
It's just started hammering it down with rain here.
Dark and clear.
How peculiar. So I've got distracted from my netherracky mission.
Go
And
on.
apparently have instead decided that I'm just going to dig out some random ores. Because that sounds just sensible to me.
Well, we have now got 32 million RF in the energy cell in the base that does 16,000 RF per tick out. So
Wow.
that should speed up power getting around the base. And is in fact, I think, faster than the...
That sounds positive.
What is the enhanced? Yeah, the enhanced energy cell. The enhanced energy conduits can only go up to 5120.
Okay.
So might be time to upgrade energy conduit. What little we need.
Question is, can I make it over there and do I risk it? Or is that not a chocolate biscuit worth fighting for? I can't make it over there.
So, hardened glass. Hello.
Hello. I hath returned,
Hath thou?
and I must recharge this before I try and make another journey and end up somewhere questionable. What does happen if you happen to, I don't know, not quite have enough power to get back to whence you came?
In your teleporty ring, it just won't start.
In the charged porter?
Yeah.
Ah. So it's only if it doesn't have enough power here to receive you that the
You dies.
problems begin.
Yep.
Okay. Oh wow, that's the Hellfire Forge. I was expecting
Something more impressive?
something, I don't know, maybe a bit more red coloured? It doesn't particularly inspire hell or fire?
Whoa, no.
Oh hell? No?
I accidentally just turned a lot of snowballs into water by mistake.
Oh. Draconium. Where are we storing draconium?
Just in the computer, I think.
Are you aware that we have 2.4k of it?
We maybe should get a place for that.
Oh, I've not seen these drawers before. For some reason, I've only ever seen the ones divided into 4, 3, or single. I've never seen the half one.
I don't know who made those.
No.
Somebody did.
Somebody that was not me. Oh, how are we doing for time, by the way?
10 minutes over.
Ah, that's not bad. Ham and pineapple.
It's just wrong. It's just wrong.
It wouldn't be my first choice of pizza. But it definitely wouldn't be my last either. Like, I'd rather have ham and pineapple than just a vegetable pizza.
I suppose that's fair.
Oh, yeah. There was all sorts of secrety stuff I was going to build.
So, Sian,
Yes.
this wall
Where wall? Upstairs? Yeah. That wall.
This wall.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't go... Does that go outside?
It's on a corner,
No.
the next one does. That one goes outside, I think. Or it's behind a roof, actually.
It's all behind the roof. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. Crack on.
Yippee!
See, I was more helpful than you thought I was when I was building this. One of the benefits of putting roof on like that, it gives you that just a little bit extra playing room.
I mean, I might have to do something funky to get one of the crafters in, but...
Yeah? Funky how?
You see that storage crate up there.
Yeah.
I need to get a crafter on it.
Oh. Can you not, like, I don't know, step the full step forward one away from the wall?
Probably.
Ooh.
Really should wrap up, but
Yeah.
I just kind of want to finish putting this one thing in.
So Brian says, okay, I finally did my reading of the field of however on earth that's pronounced. You want to give that a go, John?
Bolanus?
It is done. The story is finished. I wish I liked reading more, it has to be said. I'm not a huge fan. Oh. Back to the nether I go. I was hoping that I might have just snuck in just about enough. But no.
No.
Not a hope in hell.
I will replace these with nice looking blocks later.
At some point in the future. Oh, hello, very unlit piece of lava. How weird. Lighting doesn't appear to be working in the nether very well.
Unusual.
Piece of lava that's decided that it's not going to light up.
Right, so if I ask you for hardened glass...
Leave the cobalt alone, you nutter. They just stare at it like, why is this not breaking?
What is happening here?
Pass. Oh, come on. Not you as well.
Where is that going?
Well, I mean, arguably, at least that wasn't lava pouring on my head. That would not have been pleasant. Ooh, we've gone to Kaiser Chiefs. So, have you got anything else nice planned this week, John?
We're planning to do a Jackbox Party Pack stream this Friday.
Ooh, that is nice.
Which you are, of course, welcome to join us on, because that's a thing. Other than that, no, not especially anything this week. Having a couple of people over for board game day this weekend.
Ah, nice. Do you know what board games you're planning yet, or is it a wait and see type deal?
We are going to be playing, and I'm super excited. You know that we've been playing Pandemic Legacy on the stream.
Yeah.
I got for Christmas my first actual physical Legacy game.
Ooh.
And so I got Betrayal at House on the Hill Legacy.
Ah, very cool.
And so we're going to be playing, hopefully, the first 2 games of that, because the first game of that is an introductory...
Yeah.
Sort of short tutorial session.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second game is more of a proper game of Pandemic. I have seen the board game. I've not played the actual board game of Jumanji. I did see that one of my... I watched Jumanji yesterday on Netflix. And then I saw today...
The original one.
The original one.
Nice.
I tried to watch the new one, but it's actually not on Netflix.
Oh. It sucks.
Mostly I tried to watch the original... we started watching the original one, and my friend that I was watching movies with was like, I've not actually seen the new one. I was like, well, let's try and see the new one. The animated series was quite good as well. Completely different from the film, but still fun. I think I've hit a stopping point, mostly because I want to go and sleep.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
I'm just mining netherrack at this point.
Also, I'm trying to work out why I can't get this thing to work.
Why can you not continue this way? I see no reason why you cannot continue that way.
What if...
Why ever in the hell not? Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. Yep, that'll also do it. Turns out, they're actually pretty smart dudes.
Yeah?
Yeah, they can't continue digging that way. They were over lava and had nothing to put down.
Sensible. Well, I understand that the book was completely different from the film. I've not actually read the book. Seen the book. I don't know of the book. I know there is a book. Do you know there was a book? Sian?
No,
Jumanji.
but I don't have a great interest in books, so there are many books that I'm not aware exist.
Fair. I enjoyed the recent Jumanji film, but we won't get into that.
I think going into it, if you're expecting something different,
Yeah,
then it's fine. I think a couple of friends were really disappointed in it because they were wanting exactly the same thing.
that's the problem. Is it isn't? It's a good follow-on though. It's a sequel. It's not like a reboot of the franchise or anything.
Yeah. I think it did what it needed to do, put it that way.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the stream here, and Sian, you are welcome to, do your own thing and stay on as long as you like. Because I'm not the boss of you. But I'm going to disappear from Minecraft now. I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys in the chat. I'm gonna say goodnight to Sian. I'm gonna disappear. We'll be back. Thursday is still unplanned, but Jeff and I might put our heads together and come up with a game for Thursday night. Friday night, if you are around, we are doing a Jackbox Party Pack stream, so we'll do a bunch of different Jackbox Party Pack games. We will do some nice Jackbox. Hopefully we'll get some of 5 working. We've got all 5 of them installed, so we'll find something to play, I'm sure. On Sunday, I'll be back with Tomb of Annihilation, where fun stuff's going to be happening to those guys. The group have taken on Bag of Nails as a follower-friend type person, and are going to be exploring some of Omu with their newfound friend, Bag of Nails, who is not in any way going to stab them in the back, try to kill them, and make off with their stuff.
Or do anything to which his namesake suggests.
And they're going to go and hunt for the King of Feathers, who is a perfectly ordinary creature that you can just go and hunt for in Omu. For now, guys, see you later.
Bye!